Hello, welcome to Jack 123 Art Appreciation Video Lecture. So Unit 3 na tayo. This is also our week 3. So for the Unit 3, our discussion will be focusing on the GAMABA and national artists. No? So we're going to recognize GAMABA artists and national artists. Artworks are produced by either an artist or an artisan. So I'm pretty sure you're very familiar with the term artist. But for some, artisan may come as a new word for you, no? So each artist or an artisan, they all have their own role in the field of art, no? However, paano ba natin madidistinguish ano yung difference ng artist sa artisan? Paano natin malalaman na ang isang piece of art is gawa ng isang artist or ng isang artisan? No? Kasi undoubtedly, people get confused, no, of these two terms. So in this video lecture, we will clear the difference. We will try to distinguish the difference between an artist and an artisan. Further, recognizing one's contribution to the development of the Philippine arts, it simply shows how we Filipino, how we treasure and value our culture, no? So to give honor for the artists or the artisans, our country gives out two major awards. Ito yung Order ng Pambansang Alagad ng Sining or Order of National Artists. And pangalawa is yung Gawad sa Manlilikha ng Bayan or National Living Treasures Award. So ito yung dalawang major awards that is given by the Philippine government for artists and artisans who have greatly contributed in the Filipino arts. So we will also discuss the difference between the two. We will discuss saan nagsimula itong mga awards na ito, ano yung significance ng mga award na ito, no? So this discussion or this unit is designed for you to get acquainted, para magkaroon kayo ng idea, magkaroon kayo ng awareness kung with the personages who made names in world of arts in the country. So, in this discussion, we will try to identify, malalaman natin kung sino-sino nga ba yung mga artists and artisans na meron tayo sa Philippines and ano yung mga contributions nila that made them an artist, made them an artisans that has significantly contributed in our country's art. And yes, that will be the topic 1 for this unit 3. We will give honors, no, giving honors to the artists and artisans. So at the end of this topic 1, we will be able to distinguish the difference between an artist from an artisan, and we may able to understand why they are called such, no? So, yun, let us proceed. Mag-start tayo by asking or by knowing who is an artist. When we say an artist, actually marami yung naiisip natin dyan. Kasi malawak din naman yung field ng art, no? Pwede mga artista, mga painter, no? So let us discuss or let us know who is an artist. So artists, they work in fine arts, no? In fine arts including painting, illustration, and sculpture. Actually, na-discuss na natin ang fine arts in our previous discussions. So, lahat ng fine arts, they start with, of course, sketching, no? They begin with a pencil and a sketch pad to work with the idea that they have. Kasi wala naman silang magagawa kung wala silang idea. So it all starts with an idea, then making a rough draft. So these artists transfer their visions to the medium that they use, no, to the canvas. For the painters, they use oil oil paint, mga ganun, watercolor or pastel. Yung mga sculptures, they take their ideas or sketches and create 3D sculptures na made of wood, made of clay, marble, or any other material, no? Yung mga illustrators, then they are also an artist. So they might work for a publishing or animation company, or they may create their own original comic books, no? So lahat ng mga artists na ito, their aim is to create an overall reaction from a viewer, no? Ang pinaka-aim ng isang artist is to create a reaction, to provoke the viewers to feel something, to learn something, or to touch their emotions, no? So generally, an artist is defined as an art practitioner who produces or creates indirectly functional kasi hindi naman directly natin nagagamit. Indirectly functional arts with aesthetic value using imagination. So they produces as pieces of work as the means of provoking our thoughts, our ideas, and emotions. That is, of course, necessary for us to discover ourselves, no? To discover ourselves and our feelings. So yun yung aim ng mga artist, to create indirectly functional arts that will make us discover ourselves and feelings through provoking our thoughts, our emotions, and our ideas. Na upon, for example, a sculpture, upon seeing the piece of art, we will then feel something about that art. We will then may make realization. Ganon. So that is an artist. Let us take a look at these famous artists. No, let us talk about some famous artists that we have in the Philippines. And first, we have, of course, Fernando Amorsolo or Fernando Cueto Amorsolo. Na-discuss na din natin about Fernando Amorsolo in our previous lesson, no? Na his works are mostly under realism, no? So, he's one of the most important artists in the history of painting in the Philippines, no? Amorsolo was a portraitist and a painter of rural Philippine landscape. He's popularly known for his craftsmanship and mastery in the use of light. So when we say portraitist, of course, he paints portraits, mga picture ng tao. No, kasi nung mga unang panahon, hindi pa uso masyado yung camera. Kaya ang ginagawa ng mga taong mga may kaya sa buhay para magkaroon sila ng remembrance of their selves is yun, nagpapa-paint sila sa mga painters. Nagpapagawa sila ng portrait. So yan, he is a portraitist and a painter. We have here an example of Amorsolo's painting. Untitled siya, The Palay Maiden. So a closer look at this work, it will reveal some brush strokes executed with ease of Abertuso. So the featured painting is considered a masterpiece, no? Kasi kung titingnan mo naman, it is really under the realism na talagang kung ano yung nakikita mo, yun talaga yung nasa painting. It's not abstraction, it's not cubism or whatsoever. It is a reality actually. So according to Amorsolo, let's quote what he has to say about this painting. Sabi niya, "My conception of an ideal Filipina beauty is one with a round face, not of the oval type." So para sa kanya, ang ideal Filipina beauty daw is bilugan ng mukha. The eyes should be exceptionally lively, masayahin ang mata. The nose should be of the blunt form but firm and strongly marked. The ideal Filipina beauty should have a sensuous mouth, not white complexion, hindi maputi, nor of the dark brown color, hindi rin naman masyadong itim, but of the clear skin. Sana all clear skin, no? Which we often witness when we meet a blushing girl. For Amorsolo, the Filipino beauty was an important symbol of our identity as a Filipino, our national identity. And as you can observe, makikita din natin sa painting yung colors ng Philippine flag, no? Kasi it is evident doon sa bandana ng babae na blue, yung skirt niya na red, and yung blouse niya na white. And if you could observe the subject or yung dalaga, yung tao doon sa painting, she is directly looking at the viewer. No? Pag titingnan mo yung painting, parang nakatitig siya sa'yo. And she is holding a generous bundle of newly harvested rice. A hope-filled moment for the young Philippines. So, that is one of the many examples of Fernando Amorsolo's beautiful paintings. Actually, marami pang iba. May mga na-mention tayo in our previous discussion. But for this discussion, ito yung napili natin na i-discuss. We have another artist here named Juan Luna. So, some of you may already know Juan Luna, no? Kilala natin siya as one of our heroes. So, isa sa mga bayani ng Pilipinas siya. Pero hindi natin alam, he is also an artist. So, Juan Luna is considered one of the greatest Filipino artists in the Philippine history, with his masterpieces such as Spoliarium, The Death of Cleopatra, and The Blood Compact. No? Not only did he excel in artistry, of course, hindi lang siya artist, but he was also a political activist during the Philippine Revolution. No? It was during the late 19th century, mga panahon ni Rizal. He is actually a close friend with national hero si Rizal. Magkaibigan sila ni si Rizal, our national hero. So, yung pagkakaibigan din nilang yun din yung nag-spark sa Philippine nationalism and pride na meron yung panahon nila, no? So, Juan Luna was mostly known for his work as being dramatic and dynamic, focusing on romanticism and realism styles of art. So, on romanticism and realism din yung forte ni Juan Luna. So, medyo may kaparehas sila ni Fernando Amorsolo when it comes to realism style, no? So, here is an example of Juan Luna's artwork. We have here the Spoliarium. So, this is the Spoliarium by Juan Luna, a masterpiece created in 1884. It is one of the prized possessions of the Philippine National Museum today. So, ito sa mga pinaka-importante na piece of artwork na meron ng Philippine National Museum up until now. So, this is actually an artwork that earned Juan Luna awards, various awards. Actually, nakatatlong gold medal siya because of this artwork. And sa sobrang ganda ng artwork na ito, yung kaibigan niyang si Dr. Jose Rizal ay nagbigay ng speech about this artwork. Ang tinawag niya itong the glorification of genius, no? Ito yung tinawag ni Dr. Jose Rizal dito sa painting ng kaibigan niyang si Juan Luna na Spoliarium. So, ayun. What we have just learned is an artist, no? Si Fernando Amorsolo, si Juan Luna, mga halimbawa sila ng mga artist na yung mga artwork nila is indirectly functional, na it provokes emotions, it provokes feelings kapag nakikita ng mga viewer. Now, this time, let us familiarize ourselves naman kung ano nga ba ang artisan. Kasi of course, we already have an idea of what is an artist even before this discussion, and nadagdagan yung information natin about artists. Now, let us move on. Let us discuss ano naman yung about sa mga artisan, no? Who is an artisan? Artisans are craftsmen. When you say craftsmen, they make or they create craft works, no? They work in textiles. When you say textiles, yung mga fabrics, nananahi sila, mga ganon. Pottery, glass, and other areas. So, they are craftsmen who makes practical artistic products. Unlike sa artist, indirectly functional yung mga products nila or output nila. Ang mga artisan naman class is yung mga product nila is very practical. Ibig sabihin, nagagamit natin siya. For example, earrings, mga accessories natin. Urns, mga paso. Glasses, and other accessories, no? They gain their knowledge, unlike sa artist, na pwedeng may course na fine arts, nag-aaralan nila. Most of the artisans gain their knowledge by studying under master craftsmen, no? So, they practice, they continue to study, nagpapaturo sila doon sa mga taong mas may alam doon sa craft na gusto nilang gawin. So, they work to create something new, original, and at times provocative din. So, they spend a good portion of their time selling and promoting their items in various marketplaces. Sila din actually yung inclined sa businesses. Kasi, kung tutusin, may mga iba na they create those product because they want to promote or they want to sell it. For example, yung mga gumagawa ng pasok or yung mga gumagawa ng damit, di ba? Hindi naman nila yung ginagawa for the sake of exhibit, unlike the artists, no? Artisans are mas sila prone, or they spend most of their time selling and promoting their products, no? So in other words, artisans or craftsmen who produce directly functional and or decorative arts, no? They help us meeting our basic needs. Tinutulungan nila tayo because of their products. Yun, nakakatulong yun sa day-to-day needs natin. Halimbawa is food. As we have mentioned before, fishery and agriculture is an art, no? So, clothing, so fashion, furniture, fashion, art din yan. Kitchen utensils and everything that makes our life easy are crafted or gawa ng mga artisan. So, I think with that, magkakaroon na tayo ng clear idea kung ano yung pinagkaiba ng isang artist sa artisan, no? Sa ang artisan, they create or they produce directly functional and or decorative arts. Ang artist naman, indirectly functional. Let us have an example of a famous Filipino artisan. We have here Miss Tina Maristela-Ocampo. So, halos lahat tayo hindi familiar sa kanya. Kahit ako, hindi ako masyadong familiar sa kanya, no? But yun, she is a Filipino craftsman. Ang ginagawa niya, ang product niya is locally made na mga bags. No, so excuse me. When she first thought of the concept of her product, actually ang brand ng mga bags niya is Celestina. If you're familiar with that, or you can search it from the net, no? So what she really wanted was to bring whatever we have in the Philippines out to the world. Bale, yung mga products niya ng mga bag, na-export yan sa iba't ibang country. Binibenta all over the world. Na yung mga product na yon, yung mga handbag na gawa niya, what made them special is that yung mga raw materials na ginagamit para gawin yung mga handmade bags na yon is from our materials or indigenous materials that can only be found in our country. So yun, Miss Tina Maristela is an example of a craftsman. So marami actually tayong artisan in our country, no. Hindi lang sila masyadong famous. We have other artisans engaged themselves in producing different products. In our place, locally in Mindanao or locally in Bangsamoro, we have these art crafts na ginagawa natin exclusively in our place. We have Baur Making and mat weaving, or so tigran samranawa karara, no? Paggawa ng mat. So Filipinos actually are known for being creative and resourceful. they try to maximize whatever resources that they have just to earn and sustain their basic needs. Katulad ng mga artisans na ito, we have artisans here in our place. We have the makers of Baur and the weavers. Kasali rin sa mga artisans yung mga mananahe, gumagawa ng mga damit. They are artisans, no? So, yun, marami yan dito sa Philippines. So, these are examples of artisans. And these are examples of the handicrafts or crafts that is made by artisans. Now, in the next slide, I will be showing you a short video presentation of one of the famous art crafts that we have in Lanao. So we have the Baur Making, or the wood carving that we have. So that ends this discussion. See you on the next topic for the Unit 3.
Namanya Nabi 20 tahun. Dia nilang sa mga ate. Siya na mga susura ko mga loksan. So mga andeng na mga tao. Na ipunduira nagikang gilbukaon. Uwa, ya kapangukereron.